Alright everybody, welcome back to the Falcongrafix Elite Street Stock Series. Tonight we're live from Langley. We just got done running a 75 late model stock race here. We went flag to flag, no cautions. Setups for these street stocks, from what I hear, is a little bit on the loose side. We'll see if these elite drivers can tame that setup. They do have one set of tires, no fast repairs, and we do run heat races in the Elite Series, so they're going to have to run an 8-lap, I do believe, heat race first, and that will set their starting position, so they want to make sure they get a good run there. We do have 17 cars here tonight, so we're probably going to run 3 heat races by my estimation. I got some very quick times. Riley on the point right now with a 16:38. Larson Parker right behind him, 1/100th of a second off, and James Poleski in the 93 machine, defending champion of this series, 0.02 seconds off of our race leader. So all the way back to 5th place, Dustin Buck, very close times. Ooh, we got Jeremy Lepenis back in action with us tonight. I don't see... Oh, there's Travis. Travis is currently in 8th place, just 2 spots behind his brother. This could be a very exciting night tonight. 23 seconds left in our practice, and we're going to go to the heat races and get some action going out on the track. Don't miss a minute of it. Alright, heat race number 1 is on deck. Looks like Dustin Buck is going to get the pole for this one. Right outside of Dustin Buck, we got Bad Brad Stefani in that number 89 machine. On row number 2, we got the 17 of Dean Qualley. Outside of him, Travis Lepenis. Row number 3, we got Sean Harrell and Lee Kraus. I wouldn't be too shocked if that 17 machine does take an end of longest line here. We'll see what happens. All starts and restarts in this series go on the green flag, and we do not throw cautions for a heat race. Two drivers here tonight running in the... Actually, I think we got 3 drivers running in the old school bodies. It's the 68, the 99, and the 6. Got 1 Ford in this field, and 2 Monte Carlos. Alright, pace car's going to dip off this time by, and we're going to go green flag racing, ladies and gentlemen. Green flag is in the air. Buck and Stefan going to lead us to the green side by side as we go into turn number 1. Buck's going to get the advantage coming off. Ooh, Brad Stefan gets real loose. It's going to allow the 17 of Quality to get underneath him. He touches the wall. He might be in trouble on that high side. Oh, he gets into the wall once again. Here comes the 16 of Travis Lepenis. Brad finished second in our late model stock race here just a couple minutes ago. Quali driving that 17 Ford Thunderbird pretty hard. Ooh, he's going to get loose. Gets on the brakes, checks up. Travis Lepenis jumps to the outside. He's going to take the position away on that high side. Ooh, Stefan runs over the 17 and then gets taken out by the 99. No caution on the field. We don't run cautions in the heat race, so unless an admin throws it. We got Buck up front, Travis Lepenis in second, Brad Stefan currently in third. We're going to see what happens there. Didn't look like any of the cars got too much damage, but they're way spread out now. 2 laps to go. We got Dustin Buck holding on to the lead. He's going to get the white flag coming out of turn number 4. White flag tonight brought to you by the One to Go Show podcast on YouTube and Facebook. Check them out. They talk about everything with soda and a little bit NASCAR. Dustin Buck's going to go point to point, bringing that number 68 Prime Star Camaro home in first place. Travis Lepenis in second. Looks like Brad Stefan's going to hold on to third. Lee Krause in fourth. Harrell in fifth. And Quali in sixth. All right, heat race number 2 is going to be on deck in just a minute, folks. All right, starting on the front row, we got the 05 machine of Riley Mobley. Outside of him, the number 28 crazy Canadian Robert Matthews. Row number 3, you're not going to miss that car. The number 25 of Kenny, the Sheriff Troughton. Outside of him, we got the 53 of Glenn Thurman. Row number 3, we got Jeremy Lepenis and Larson Parker. Larson Parker is a past EFRL, RMRL champion in a super late model. We'll see how he does tonight in these street stocks. We're going to go one more parade lap here. Wave your favorite driver by as he goes by. Let him know you're here for him. Jeremy driving that Folgers machine. Tim Richmond throwback car. Alright, pace car is going to dip off as we come out of turn number 4. Whoa, the 28 gets a shot going into turn number 1. He holds on to it. Here comes the 25 of Kenny Troughton down on the bottom. He's going to take away second. The 05 might have jumped that start. We'll leave that up to the race control. Here comes Jeremy Lepenis on the bottom, challenging for second place. He's going to take it away. Now here comes Larson Parker. Troughton falls all the way back to 4th. Robert Matthews, who started on the pole, outside pole, is all the way back to 6th now. We'll see if Jeremy in that 33's got anything for Riley. Jeremy gets a little loose. Robert Matthews has crashed. Larson Parker all over the back bumper of that 33 machine. Jeremy's trying to work on the 05 of Riley. Oh, he gets loose. Larson Parker's going to get a nose underneath of him. Larson all the way down to the bottom using that apron to help him turn. He's going to take it away. Oh, Jeremy gets real loose, holds on to it, but he's going to cost him several spots. Up front, we got a new leader. But here comes Riley back on the inside, challenging. He's going to take it over. The 18 is going to try to do a crossover move as they exit turn number 4. Final lap for Larson Parker to make a move. Oh, 05 of Riley's going to hold on to it. Larson Parker in second, Kenny Troughton in third. Jeremy Lepenis in fourth, Thurman in fifth, and Robert Matthews in sixth. Robert is one of those drivers that was telling me how loose this car was before the race tonight. Said it was a handful. Alright, our third and final heat race is gridding up. On the front row, we get the 72 of Alan Wernicke. Outside of him, our defending champion, James Poleski. Row number 2, we got Frank Hughes Jr. with the number 36 of Dwayne Kernahan. And row number 3, Sean Patrick, newcomer to the RMRL, with the 24 car of Patrick Dombrowski. This could be an interesting start. Starting on the outside is not where you want to be here. But we'll see. It hasn't worked out for any of the other drivers so far. We'll see if James, our defending champion, is able to pull one out. He did just win the late model stock, so he did have a lot of practice here. But those cars handled a lot differently than these street stocks did. One more lap around for the 72 and 93. Alright, we got side by side 2 rows deep. Ooh, the 61 gets a little loose. Wernicke and the 93 of Poleski battling side by side. Wernicke's going to hold on to that position, but here, oh, he gets sideways as they touch. The 26 car sneaks through. He's going to steal the lead. We'll see if he's able to hold off that hard-charging 93 of Poleski. As we're watching the 26, if you are looking for a new wrap, check out Michael Steele Graphics and Designs. He's the one that painted up that 26 machine. It is dead sexy. You will not find a nicer guy to work with. Amanda, thanks for joining in. Ooh, the 26 gets loose. The 93 is going to get underneath them as they exit the corner down the back straightaway. He's going to take over the lead as they go through turns 3 and 4. Patrick's not giving up on it. Here comes Dwayne Kernahan in third. Ooh, the 93 was loose coming out of turn number 2. These guys are digging for everything these cars are going to give them tonight. Oh, Patrick sends it. He dirt tracked it all the way through that corner. It's going to cost him some time. Still holding on to second. James Poleski now got a little bit of a comfortable lead. As long as he can keep it clean and underneath of him. White flag is into the air. White flag tonight brought to you by the One to Go Show podcast on Facebook and YouTube. Check them out. They talk about everything with soda and Midwest, and then they cover a little bit of NASCAR stuff too. Holding on to the lead, the number 93 of James Pileski. Alright, it's A-main time. So where you finished in your heat race is dictating where you're going to start on the A-main. So because we had 3 heats, the way it's going to work is anybody who finished first will be the first cars. So Buck, Mobley, and Pileski, they finished first. And then the cars that finished second, we got Lepenis, Parker, and Patrick. And then so on and so forth. We'll go over the whole lineup here in just a second. Alright, starting on the front row, we got Dustin Buck and Riley Mobley. Starting in row number 2, we got James Pileski and Travis Lepenis. Row number 3, Larson Parker and Sean Patrick. Row number 4, Bradley Stefane and the Sheriff Kenny Troughton. Row number 5, we got Dwayne Kernahan and Lee Krause. Row number 6, we got Jeremy Lepenis and Alan Wernicke. Row number 7, Sean Harrell, Glenn Thurman. Row number 8, Frank Hughes Jr. and the 17 machine of Mr. Dean Qualley. And bringing up shotgun on the field, we got Robert Matthews and Patrick Dombrowski. Track temperature right now is a cool 76 degrees. So our late model stocks went 75 laps, flag to flag, no cautions. Given what I've seen these guys do in the heat races, I'm a little concerned about how this one's going to go, but we'll see what these boys can do. They are the Elite Street Stocks, brought to you by Falcongrafis for the Rusty Misfits Racing League. If you are looking for a place to race, check out Rusty Misfits Racing League on Facebook. We can hook you up with our Discord league. We got racing currently 4 nights a week. Monday nights we got our late model stocks with our Elite Street Stocks. Tuesday nights we got our rookie mini stocks running both asphalt and dirt. Wednesday night we have the Designs by Troughton Dirt Track Challenge. And then on Thursdays we got the Foster's Custom Rod Dirt Car Series. Alright, pace cars dipping off. We're going green flag coming out of turn number 4. Side by side across the start finish line. Mobley on the high side. The 93 of Pileski down on the bottom. Oh, we got cars going around already. Frank Hughes Jr. and Sean Harrell. Let's back that up, see what happened there. Get a little better look on this one. Oh, looks like the 61 gets into the back of him. Spins him around. Oh, my ticker was going crazy over there. Alright, we're going to get this lineup figured out, and we're going to go back to green flag racing here in just a minute. Looks like the 61 of Hughes was sent to the back. At the end of longest line penalty for that driver. So they do have a new rule here in the RMRL. If you cause 2 cautions in the race, you will be asked to park it. Alright, looks like the lights are off on the pace car. We're restacked. We're going to give this a go again. Let's hopefully get some green flag racing under our belt. These boys need to be a little more patient. The 93 of Poleski is going to lead us to the green flag. Here we go. Oh, it looks like he jammed up a shift. The way the car did a nosedive, that might give the 05 the advantage on the high side. But here he comes back again on the bottom. Larson Parker dogging the 93. Brad Stefan working on the 05 of Mobley. Mobley is up into the wall. Getting trapped on that high side. Not where you want to be. Here comes the 16 of Travis Lepenis. Now Travis is getting underneath the 89 of Brad Stefan. And the 36 of Kernahan is going to follow him through. Up front, we got a battle for the lead. Larson Parker all over the back bumper of that 93 machine. Not giving him a moment's rest. Robert Matthews, not sure if he missed the start or if he was collected in one of those crashes. Oh, yellow flag. See if we can see what happened. It looks like Brad got hard into the brakes to stay off of the 05. Went off the track, and that is what caused the caution. We'll see if they accredit that to the 89 machine. Currently, Stefan is sitting in 8th place. Robert Matthews gets the lucky dog, gets his lap back. Being he is the only car any laps down. Larson Parker looks like he's going to be starting in the outside of that 93 machine. He was dogging him right before that caution came out. He's got the speed. Just looking over the lap time so far, Larson Parker is off the pace of our leader by just a little bit, but he really hasn't had that clean area to get a good single run on. Ooh, scared myself for a minute. I looked down and I thought maybe my speakers were quiet and nobody was listening to me. We're only 15 laps into this 90 lap race. Lights are off on the pace car. We got them restacked. We're going to give this thing a go one more time. Starting on that high side, you got to be careful, but we did see the 93 miss a shift on that last start. Larson Parker's cars blinked out. Get these cameras fixed here, folks. Larson Parker is gone off my screen. Ooh, caution is out again. Third caution is out. We got Robert Matthews and Patrick Dombrowski. Let's take a look there. Dombrowski gets into the back of the 68. Robert gets into the back of Dombrowski. Alright, these boys need to settle down just a little bit and have a little more patience tonight. We got a long ways to go and a short time to get there. We're eastbound and, oh god. Clip that in post-production, please. I'm embarrassing myself and aging myself here a little bit. Did Larson Parker ever return? No. Well, no, he did not. Larson Parker is still gone. Unfortunately for the 18, he was fast tonight. So for this next restart, we will have a new front row. Travis Lepenis in that 16 machine is going to be starting on the outside of James Pileski. Riley Mobley, who started second, dropped down to third. He's going to be on the inside. Starting in fourth, we got Dwayne Kernahan. Sean Patrick in that 26 machine, newcomer to the Rusty Misfits Racing League, and is going to be starting in fifth. Jeremy Lepenis is up 5 positions. He's going to be starting in sixth. Kenny Trouton in that number 25 machine. He's going to be restarting in 7th. Bad Brad Stefane in 8th. Lee Krause in 9th. And Alan Wernicke in 10th. Lights are off on the pace car. We got them re-racked, restacked. We're going to give this a go one more time. The setup is loose and the drivers are impatient. It's a bad combination here tonight at Langley Speedway. We're only 20 laps into our 90-lap race and 3 cautions on the books already. Alright, coming out of turn number 4, pace car's going to dip. Pileski and Lepenis on that front row. Travis gets a good jump on that outside, but he needs to get down to the bottom before he gets freight trained. Here comes the 05 of Mobley. Sean Patrick looking to make a move and follow the 05 through. And the battling in his mirror is exactly what the 93 wants to see. Mr. Cloud Slayer, thanks for jumping on and visiting with us a little bit during your lunch break. I appreciate it. The 26 of Sean Patrick taking over third place. Travis is now falling down into line. Here comes the 25 machine of Kenny the Sheriff Trouton. You're not going to miss that car on the track. Caution is out again. See what happened here. Buck gets into the back of the 24. 24 comes back on the track right in front of Quali. And it looks like that is what brought out the caution. back to our original starting lineup of the 93 and the 05 on the front row. Game crash. That sucks, Larson. You were fast. I would have loved to have seen what you and James were going to do tonight. Robert Matthews gets another lap back. That'll put him now 2 laps down. Didn't get a lap back in the last caution because he was part of it. Who are you rooting for tonight? Who's your favorite driver? Give him a shout out in chat. Let him know you're rooting for him. So far, leading every lap is that number 93 machine of Pileski. In second, we got the 05 of Mobley. In third, Sean Patrick. He is up 3 positions. Fourth place, Jeremy Lepenis. Fifth place, Kenny Trouton up 3 spots. Dwayne Kernahan in 6th, up 3 spots. Jeremy Lepenis up 4 spots in 7th. Brad Stefan down 1 spot from where he started in 8th. Alan Wernicke up 3 spots. He is in 9th. Frank Hughes Jr. in 10th place. He's up 5 spots. Lee Krause is down 1 spot from where he started. Sean Harrell in 12th. Glenn Thurman in 13th. Patrick Dombrowski in 14th. Dean Qualley in 15th. Dustin Buck 16th. Robert Matthews 17th. And Larson Parker with the game crash in 18th. We're going to go green coming out of turn number 4. Side by side as we dip down into turn number 1. Mobley on the high side. He's going to be able to sneak down in front of the 26. Ooh, 26 gives him the bumper. Moves him out of the way. 26 of Sean Patrick takes over 2nd place. Followed by Kenny Trouton in 3rd. Caution is out one more time. Looks like this one is involving the 99 of Lee Krause. Take a quick look at that. Oh, it looks like Lee just got loose coming out of the corner, looped it around, doesn't touch nobody, but unfortunately brings out the caution. All right, back up front. What a night. Track is loose. Drivers are impatient. Not a good scenario. And here comes Robert Matthews to get another lap back. So if you were looking for a car, Michael Steele Graphics and Designs painted up this beautiful number 26 machine. He does good work, quick turnaround. You can check him out on Facebook and in Discord. Or we got Mr. Kenny Trouton, Designs by Trouton. He can hook you up pretty quick. This car is definitely not one you're going to hide on the track, and everybody sees this one coming. That is done by Kenny Trouton and Trouton Designs. 35 laps into our 90-lap race. Lights are off on the pace car. These guys are going to get re-racked, restacked, and we're going to get going again. Looks like we have a single file restart this time. Back-to-back cautions. Sometimes the admin team will do that. Coming out of turn number 4, Mobley trying to get a jump on the outside. Up front, not much has changed. James Pileski's led every lap so far. We got a newcomer challenging. We got the 26 of Sean Patrick. Caution is out one more time. See if we can't get a better view on what happened here. Something with the 24 machine of Dombrowski. Let's see what happened. Looks like he just got loose coming out of the corner. Couldn't really tell if there was any contact between him and the 66. Let's back that up and get a little different view on it and see what happened here. Ooh, there might have been contact between the 68 and 24. That's going to be a hard one to make the call on. Glad I am not race control. Robert Matthews gets another lap back. So right now in the points, we got Larson Parker on the lead, and his game crashing is going to cost him his points lead. James Pileski sitting in second, Travis Lepenis in third, Alan Wernicke in fourth, Bad Brad Stefan in fifth, Kenny Trouton in sixth, only 1 point behind. We're only 1 week into the season, so these drivers' points right now are super close. Tom Queering, who is not here tonight, was taking last place points, is in seventh. Dean Qualley is in 8th, Sean Harrell in 9th, and Rob Matthews is in 10th. Riley Mobley, who is currently in 5th, was 14th in points. He will get pole vaulted up the standings if he continues to have a good run here tonight. Alright, lights are off on the pace car. Looks like we have another single file restart on our hands. James Pileski is on the point, followed by the 26 of Sean Patrick, 25 of the Sheriff Kenny Trouton, and the 16 of Travis Lepenis. Guys are moving up to that high side to not let guys get a run on them on the outside. Per iRacing rules, you cannot pass on the bottom side before the start-finish line. Riley Mobley looking to make a move underneath the 16. Trying to take that spot away from Travis Lepenis. Travis not giving up on that high side. Oh, they touch a little bit. Now here comes the 33 of Jeremy Lepenis. Hey Dan, we're doing pretty good. Elite Street Stocks here tonight. Struggling with a loose setup and impatient drivers. We are I do believe 5 cautions in tonight and only halfway through this race. Jeremy Lapenas right now making a move on Riley Mobley to take over that 5th spot. 4th spot. Travis looking to follow him through. Mobley's going to shut the door on bad Brad Stefan. He's not going to let him freight train him up on that high side. Patrick in the 26 losing a spot to Kenny Troughton in that 25 machine. Only 2 drivers out of this race so far tonight, and that is Dustin Buck and Larson Parker. Larson's game crashed. I'm not sure what happened to Dustin Buck. It might have been the 2 cautions and you're done rule that did him in. Toughest battle on the field right now is between the 25 and 26 for 2nd place. But here comes Travis Lapenas. He's going to make a challenge for 3rd on Mobley, or sorry, on Patrick here in just a minute. Oh, Patrick gets a little sideways. He's able to hold on to it. Pardon me, folks. '26 is fighting a very loose car right now. Jeremy Lapenas in that 33 all over his back bumper. Jeremy looking very smooth. He's got a nose underneath him going into the next corner. See if Travis is able to follow his brother through the hole. They're going to take over 3rd and 4th place. Back up front, Kenny Troughton losing space on our leader. Got that truck all ready to rock and roll tomorrow night. That 26 is struggling right now with that car. Now losing 2 more positions to Mobley and Kernahan. Last time by, Troughton was a 10th slower than Pileski. Heading to Iowa. That's a fun track. Yes, sir, you will. Jeremy's chasing down that 25 of Troughton. Doesn't look like we've had any drivers other than Robert Matthews really take a pit stop, and I'm assuming Robert had to fix some damage, and that's how he went down so many laps early on. Robert does need 1 more caution to get a lap back. Here comes a 33 underneath the 25 of Troughton. He's going to take away 2nd place. Sounds good, Dan. We got a new driver in 2nd place, 33 of Travis Lapenas. Well, it's October. You got to be rolling the pink, right? Now we'll see if Jeremy Lapenas can reel in that number 93 of Pileski. Looking out the back bumper of the 93. Ooh, caution is out. Better see what happened. Frank Hughes Jr. James did not want to see that. Oh, had a little help from the 99. That should give the 28 his last lap back and put him back on the lead lap. Late in the race, less than 30 laps to go. Are any of the drivers going to change tires? No, it does not look like it. We have no takers on pit road. Was this going to be the curse of the high side restart for the 33? Does he have what it takes to be a challenger of James on that high side on the restarts? Let's look at our lap time. Sean Patrick is our second fastest time. James Pileski does have the fastest at a 16:36. Let's see, Jeremy's fastest is a 15:60. We did go quite a ways without a caution on that last little stint. We'll see if we'll get side-by-side restarts or if we're still going to be single file. Michael knocked that one out of the park, dude. That is one sexy beast. Single file restart. Green flag is back in the air. Travis goes down and shuts the door on Mobley. Gets a nose underneath of Kenny Troughton, looking to take over third place. Oh. And he does. Now here comes Mobley trying to do the same thing. Laps are winding down. 18 laps to go. We got the 93 of James Pileski, followed by the two Lepenas brothers. Last lap, both of the Lepenas drivers were faster. Not by much. We'll see if the streak continues. Jeremy was a little faster. But now here comes the 16 of Travis underneath of him. Travis is going to take over second place. He's got 14 laps to reel in that 93 machine. 05 is getting loose on exit. Kenny Trouton all over the back bumper of that 05 machine. Oh, they're going to touch. And that's what I was waiting to happen. No caution. Kenny Trouton saves it. Nice bit of driving by Kenny. It cost him a spot on the track. Oh. 06 saves it. Whoa. What a save by the 06. Oh, 3 wide. Patrick Dombrowski's going to take a shortcut. We got 10 laps to go up front. The 93 machine is holding on to the lead over Travis and Jeremy Lepenis. They are gaining ever so slightly on that 93 machine. I don't think they're going to have enough time to get to his back bumper, though. Jeremy gets a nose underneath of his brother. Gets a little loose on exit, but he's still got the position going into the next corner. We got 6 laps to go. Travis crosses him over. He takes the line in the next corner. Glenn Thurman in that 53 machine staying down low, staying out of the way. 5 laps to go. Closest battle on the track right now is for second place between the brothers. Laps to go for our race leader, James Pileski. James has led every lap so far this race. He is stretching out his gap now between the Lepenis brothers. Jeremy holding on to second. Travis holding on to second. Jeremy in third. Mobley in fourth place. And Kenny Trouton back up to fifth. Two laps to go for the 93 machine. He's going to get the white flag coming out of turn number 4. James Pileski, defending series champion. White flag tonight brought to you by the One to Go Show podcast on Facebook and YouTube. Check it out. They talk about everything with soda, which is just finished up, and a little bit of NASCAR stuff. Checker flag is in the air for the 93 of James Pileski. Travis Lepenis bringing home in second. Jeremy Lepenis in third. Riley Mobley in fourth. Kenny Trouton in fifth. Alan Wernicke up 6 positions in sixth. Dwayne Kernahan in seventh. Brad Stefan in eighth. Patrick Dombrowski in ninth. Robert Matthews 7 positions up, coming back from 4 laps down. To finish in the top 10. Getting our leaders lined up on the front row. Jeremy stops beating up on his brother. Alright, let's see if we can't get a little better picture here. All right, we'll give these guys just a minute to get up into our interview room, and then we will have at these top 3 finishers. All right, we are waiting on our top 3 finishers to join me up in the waiting room, and we will get in after these boys here in just a second. All right, finishing third in the 33 machine, Jeremy Lapenas.
That was some crap. I should have spun second place with Greasy Driver.
Dude, you guys were battling so hard those last 5 laps.
I know. I figured I'd have one shot to get around him, but I had not much left on the right rear. Like I got very very sideways when Trav got around me the first time, and obviously I hurt my right rear there because it wasn't the same. Basically spent the rest of the laps trying to get to him, but
Well, you put on a good show, that's for sure.
so do what we can. Anyways, that was fun. It would have been a little bit better. Would have been perfect if I could have spun him, but rules and such.
Rules and such, and it's hard at holiday times too. It makes it hard.
That's right, and I've already been suspended once, so yeah. Even though I do think that one really would be worth it.
Probably. Well, you guys put on a pretty good show. You moved up quite a bit tonight from your original starting position. Let's see, you moved up 8 positions. You are our biggest mover of the race.
Deadly. I absolutely love this track. Langley's one of my favorites. It's in Myrtle Beach. I'm not particularly great at this car, but it seems like almost like a car. If you just back down a little bit more, it comes to you. But it was, and the restarts were kind of sort of playing in my favor. But then when they actually went to single file, it really worked out really well for me. And there was a couple of guys that were definitely hurting their stuff, and just kind of bided my time and kind of plowed the road.
Yeah, that 05 of Riley looked like he was maybe overdriving his stuff a little bit, and it hurt him on quite a few of those restarts.
Yeah, it definitely looked like Riley a little bit in the 25. You could definitely see there was a couple spots there where they seemed like 45 degrees to the world, and you can only take that so far before your right rear tire says no.
It says peace out.
Yeah, and it hits a certain point where, like, it doesn't get a little bit loose. It's like you're almost dying. Like that's when Trav passed me. That was just it. It hit a point where, like, nope, you heard it too much.
So I know a lot of the drivers during practice were saying about how loose the car was. Do you think it was too loose? Was it still drivable? I mean, you drove it through the field.
Definitely, I'd say it's you got to drive to your car. I mean, it's everyone has the same setup. We all have the same car. It's all just how you drive it, right? I did actually find when it was hotter, it wasn't quite as loose, but to me, it seems like these cars tend to go a little bit from tight to snap loose, just because they're big, heavy with not a lot of tire. So I just kind of drive to the conditions.
Definitely for sure. Well, congratulations on finishing third, and it was nice seeing you and your brother battle side by side.
Yeah, copy that. It was fun. Always good to catch up with you guys. Next time I'm wrecking him.
All right, I won't tell him.
Okay, it'll be our secret.
All right, bringing home that 16 machine in a hard-fought second place finish, we got Travis Lapenas.
Yeah, hard fought's right. I break broke a sweat on that one.
That 33 said he wanted to wreck you. I don't know.
You could try, but he better be ready to go out himself.
Man, you guys put on a hell of a battle those last 5 laps.
Yeah, it was kind of back and forth. Once I got ahead of him, I heated up my right rear, and then he got back on me because he got sideways, so I think he lost his right rear a bit. Then I got by him, then I probably wasn't going to catch James, but I was trying to get a little bit and probably heated it up enough so he could get by, but I kind of timed that crossover at the proper time, I guess.
Yeah, that was a textbook crossover move.
Yeah, I had to try. I mean, he's not counting for our JTD points, so I definitely had to do my due diligence to try to sure up that second place and put him in between all the other teams.
Oh man, you guys put on a heck of a battle. You tried closing in on the 93, and for a couple laps it looks like you were, but then you and your brother just started battling way too hard.
Yeah, it's that with these cars, it's that right, especially at this track, it's that right rear tire cat and mouse game. You make up some time, but you slide that out once, and then you're loose every lap. Then you kind of have to back it off and let that. I don't think it's a secret. So
No,
but it's easier. It's definitely easier said than done.
Yeah, and tonight we did have our fair share of cautions. We did have a pretty good stint there after the halfway point where we went green flag for quite a while. Would like to see a little more of that, a little more patience early on, but you weathered it and came out on top.
Yeah, that's Langley some days. I mean, sometimes they can be really clean and sometimes they can be messy, and it turned out to be messy. That single file restart went from the two file restart was not great, and then single file was another one because then you had the 05 Riley backing up 2 or 3 car lengths trying to get a run on my inside. So I don't know if we ever do single file again, we're definitely gonna have to police people getting runs for sure.
Yeah, that definitely shouldn't be allowed. And I saw him try to get a run on your outside on the first time we did the restart.
Yeah, I mean, desperation when you can't pass clean, right?
Yes, sir.
Don't blame him.
Looked like he maybe used his bumper a little bit too much early on.
Yeah, but we got the finish. That's all that matters.
Always a good finish for JTD. Up front almost every week.
Yeah, James is a good ad. That's 2 straight wins. We were 1-2-3 last time, 1-2 this time, and I think Dwayne was next highest at 7th. If it wasn't for a little dance at the end, but
yeah, he was pretty much right on your guys' bumper for most of the night, but I think he got kind of caught up in the mess between Troughton and the 05 and had to back out of it not to wreck him.
Yeah, that's the way that game goes. I mean, that's I had to be ahead of those two, I had to get ahead of them sooner than later, so I didn't get caught up like that. So,
well, congratulations on finishing second. Who do you want to give a shout out to tonight?
Team JTD, 1-2, 7th. Lee and Larson had probably would have been 1-2-3 if Larson didn't get booted out. So, good showing as usual for JTD.
All right, bud. We'll see you next week.
Ciao. See you then.
Bringing home the 93 in first place tonight, James Pileski. Good job, buddy.
Hey, thanks. Yeah, that was a lot of work right there. I'm not gonna lie.
I do believe you led from point to point, but man, it wasn't easy.
Yeah, I think I started third from the heat race deals. And then yeah, I don't know. It was pretty much my goal to get to the front and just try to not be in anybody else's carnage and try to save my stuff at the same time. And luckily, we got a lot of caution, so I really didn't ever wear it out. But man, that baby was loose.
That's what I've been hearing. A lot of drivers talking about how loose it was, but you just got to know how to drive it and how to save your stuff and not burn up your right rear.
Yeah, I mean, that was it. My right rear, I forget I think it was like 70, it was 70 something. I can't remember, 70 some percent. So I feel like I did a pretty good job there. I've been kind of under the weather, so I kind of almost didn't even want to race anything tonight. But, you know, when I make a commitment, my commitment's made. So I had to come out and at least attempt it. And luckily it went well for me.
Well, you got a championship you got to defend, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I don't want to give anybody any freebies, you know?
It'd be interesting to see what would happen between you and Larson Parker. I know you guys are teammates, and he was right on your bumper when he had had some kind of game crash and it kicked him out.
Yeah, that's a bummer. Yeah, I don't know. Apparently, iRacing's been having some things. So I know Brad had some issues. Luckily, I haven't had one. But after the late model stock race, when I got out of it, like my system was crashed for some reason. But this time I didn't have that issue. But I don't know. There's something weird going on there. But yeah, that sucks for Larson. I mean, regardless, I was hoping we could get a 1, 2, 3 again, no matter what. And unfortunately, that didn't happen. But we still got a 1, 2, so it's a good points day for the team.
For sure. Well, congratulations on your win. Nice seeing that 93 up front running clean. And who do you want to give some shout outs to tonight?
Well, today I want to give a big shout out to Aleve Cold and Sinus, because without them, I was not going to be here.
Not sponsored, but
yeah, I'm telling you, it was a rough day at work. Everything was rough. I really just wanted to be in bed, but I came out. I want to thank you guys. Obviously, you guys, everything you guys do. My team, the Posse, my actual real team, the Posse, Epic Media, Loco Toco Designs, and that's about it.
all right, buddy. We look forward to seeing you back in action next week. You have a wonderful night and feel better.
Thank you, Mick.
Yes, sir. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this one is in the books. James in the 93 machine brings home the victory. Travis Lepanis in second, dogged by his brother, the 33 machine, for the last 15 laps. Oh, what a finish. Congratulations, guys. Nice race. Once we got some of the cautions ironed out. Look forward to seeing you all back next week. Thank you very much.